The girl came to her own grave and was shocked to find that no one had ever come to pay respects here, but she had only been dead for 10 years. Moreover, when she was still alive, her parents loved her so much. In order to find out the truth, the woman returned home after 10 years, but she found that everything related to her in the house had disappeared, as if she had never lived here. At this moment, the girl was a little overwhelmed. Obviously, her parents loved her so much. They cried so sadly on the day she died. But why after her death, the family affection they once had seemed to have never existed? They never went to her grave to see her, and even treated everything about her in the house as garbage. Abandoned. At this moment, the girl was completely disheartened. She opened the channel of reincarnation without any regrets and left the world forever. However, what the girl didn't know was that her parents did this not because they were heartless, but because they loved her too much. It turned out that in the first year after the girl's death, because she could not let go of her longing for her family, the girl in the underworld worked 20 hours a day, just to save enough wages in exchange for the opportunity to enter her parents' dreams and reunite with her parents in the dream. The parents were moved by the girl's behavior, but more of them were distressed for their daughter. They didn't want their daughter to die at a young age and have to work so hard every day in the underworld. After their search everywhere, they finally, after receiving the guidance of a master, the girl's belongings were sealed and no one went to the grave to pay respect to her. The girl was misled into thinking that her parents had completely forgotten her. Only in this way could the girl break her obsession and reincarnate without any lingering thoughts. However, despite this, even though she had never sensed anyone coming to pay respects in the past 10 years, the girl still did not give up her obsession to see her family again. She worked hard in the underworld for 10 years and finally got a chance to reincarnate into a wealthy family. But the girl refused without hesitation. She asked Hades to let her go to the human world to see her family again. Seeing how persistent she was, Hades gave the girl a token and told her that with this token, she could stay in the human world for 7 days. Next, the girl came to her own grave. Seeing the dilapidated grave, she felt sad, but she didn't believe her parents would forget her. So she came to the road her parents took home every day. Sure enough, she saw her mother soon. However, her mother did not recognize the girl. She felt that the girl looked very familiar, but she couldn't remember who she was. This was the effect of the token. Because it was against the law of nature for the soul to return to the world, the token would block others' perception of the girl. Even the closest people couldn't recognize her. At this time, an ant asked the girl's mother if she wanted to buy some catfish. This was the girl's favorite food, but her father immediately said impatiently, "Don't mention anything about the girl anymore." The girl was very sad after hearing this. Seeing that her parents were so reluctant to mention her, the sad girl was about to leave with 2 kilograms of crabs. However, at this moment, a truck from time and space suddenly hit the girl's mother. In the critical moment, the girl desperately pulled her mother aside, but her own arm was scratched. The mother was very grateful and said she wanted to thank the girl. The girl thought about it and said that she lost her home 10 years ago. She wanted to feel the warmth of home again. She suggested that she wanted to go to their house for a home-cooked meal. After hearing the girl's experience, her parents felt that the girl was pitiful. They immediately took the girl home.